First things first, your first All-Star, first time here. Can you just describe the excitement and reaction being here?
Yeah, man, it's fun. It's a lot. It's not much of a break, but it's definitely a great accomplishment. I'm having a good time, especially with Domas being here. So.
Now, there's 4 Kings representatives here, from the three-point contest, Rising Stars. What does it mean just to have 4 here, and what does that mean for the, the city of Sacramento?
Yeah, man, especially with us, with being 4 of our starters, I think it's just a testament to what we've done this year. I think there's still a lot to go, and I think it's really big for the organization for sure, and for the city. Just about every single event has the Sacramento Kings in it, so it's definitely great. I want guys to enjoy this weekend because once we get back, we're hitting the ground running.
Having a first time out.
Domas? Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's told me what to expect. I've been here for like rookie stuff twice, but it's an entirely different animal than All-Star, so I definitely kind of know what to expect.
Can it feel?
I don't know if I would say overwhelming. It's always great because you got guys like them. Jokic's back there, so they take most of the pressure. So I'm chilling. I don't have much to do. I think a lot of it has definitely met expectations. Being around and actually seeing it before, not necessarily being through it, but seeing it happen, is definitely kind of prepared me for it. Well, truth be told, I hope I don't play that much. Domas told me that he's expecting me to be doing dunks and stuff. I don't know how much that's going to happen. I'm not 19 or 20 anymore where I just wake up and can go between the legs. So, but I'm definitely hoping to go out there, have fun, and enjoy myself.
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal? Grill or
Anything.
I would say like a phoenix.
No fox?
Nah, it's never been a fox. I feel like for like my son, it could be a fox, not me.
Speaking of your son, Darren, are you on cloud 9 right now, just with the All-Star selection, your son being born?
Yeah, man, it's been fantastic. Obviously, we lose a lot of steam. He's not like walking around here or anything. He's back at the hotel with his grandmother, but it's definitely great that he'll be able to experience this. And obviously, he won't remember it, but he'll get to see his pictures.
Yeah, who's the best trash talker in the NBA?
The best trash talker in the NBA? Probably Pat Bev.
Do you have a favorite road city? Favorite road city?
Favorite road city, man. I think it got to be like. I'm not gonna count Houston because I'm from Houston. I'm also not gonna count New Orleans because I was born in New Orleans. So it'll probably be like. I'm also not gonna do like the cliche Miami, New York, LA. I would say like either Portland or Charlotte.
Nice.
He didn't do anything. He got mad at us for saying he don't have a bag. And I told him that he got to work out with me this summer. Hold on, we got. And I know you. You know it's crazy. I didn't know you went to Rice.
Yeah.
It's
kind of useful.
Smart guy.
You don't have to play with that. Come on now. Question. Who's going to win the dunk contest tonight?
Who's going to win the dunk contest tonight? I'm not going to say Trey Murphy.
That would be a good answer, though.
It would be a good answer. I'll say Jericho Sims.
Okay. Definitely has something else in mind. But anyway, who do you have? Drake, J. Cole, or Kendrick Lamar?
Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Like who I like more? I'll probably listen to Drake more. Just a little more versatile.
Thank you.
Stay over here with me. The WNBA has super teams, right? Yeah.
A lot of super teams.
Right. So who would you add to your team to the WNBA to make a super team?
Who would I add?
Yeah.
I would probably add Asia. That's another lefty on the team. It's like having another Domas, honestly. So yeah, I would add Asia.
Would you do a mid-season tournament? Would you be supportive of that?
No, I would not be supportive of that.
How about a shorter first round, 5 games instead of 7?
Nah, I wouldn't be supportive of that either.
If there's one guy other than yourself that you would like to see win a title, who would it be?
One guy.
Other than you?
Other than me. Wow. I'm not gonna say Domas. I'm not gonna say anybody on my team. I would say probably Trae Young.
Yeah, you said you may not be dunking as much because you're not as young as you used to be, but if you can posterize any player here tomorrow on the All-Star game, who would it be?
If I can posterize any player, probably Domas if we're not on teams together. Yeah, definitely. Desert Island. Probably want Keegan. Yeah. Because I get Keegan to like crack jokes and stuff. So Keegan will be a fun person to have on Island.
Is there a minimum number of games that you should have to play to win like MVP or first team all this or that?
Minimum number of games. You said to be like an all-star?
No, not for All-Star, but for like MVP, first team all league.
I definitely think around like 65-ish. Something like that. I don't know the percentage of 65 to 82, so I don't know that percentage.
You're your first All-Star this year. Congratulations. Can you share a message to all the fans who have been supporting you all along this journey in China?
Yeah, man, I appreciate everyone, especially the people who voted for me. People who have followed me, you know, through my college career up until now. I'm extremely appreciative of it.
Hey, dear.
No. That was the only shot he made. And then it was a game winner to go to the next round. Then he moved for the next game. So it was a good step back. We work on that.
De'Aaron,
Since he was on him, yeah. I'm not expecting all of that. Domas won't be playing the way that Domas plays when he's playing with us. So,
Hey, De'Aaron.
We just expect to have fun.
You mentioned like not wanting to play along. Do you guys get together as a group and go, all right, this guy's got to go for
I would say that it hasn't happened yet, but I also think because like teams aren't together yet, that it hasn't happened. So I don't know. I'm not shooting for MVP. So if someone wants to go out there and win MVP, they can have that. I'm ready. I'm ready to be back with the team and get ready to play.
De'Aaron, when you think of the big picture, what this means for the Kings to have so many guys here, your happiness, Domas's extension down the road, like how significant is this season and this representation in All-Star?
I mean, I think it's big just because you don't want this to just be a one-off. You don't want this to be the only year that this happens. So it's great that this is the first year that it happens, but we kind of want to make this an annual thing. And for us, it's just we want to continue to be productive. Once you step back out there, that's for years to come. Like, we have only one guy that's in our rotation that's in his 30s. So this could definitely be something that happens down the future.
Do you think it puts the organization in a position to springboard and to keep building?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, whenever you have a relatively young team like we do, you're trying to make the playoffs and get to the playoffs and get that type of experience. I think that that's when you set up a lot of success down the line.
Hey, dear.
I don't know if I ever thought that it would ever happen like the way that it is now. But I mean, it's all about being patient, man. It's hard to win in this league. Most players go through this type of thing. Not someone like Donovan and JT didn't go through something like this, but for the most part, players go through not making the playoffs this year and getting there down the line. So for me, I don't think it's anything out of the norm. I think it's just out of the norm because Sacramento wasn't in the playoffs for 11 previous years before I got here. So I definitely don't think this is something that's not normal.
Hey, De'Aaron, what's
picture something like this in Sacramento?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely think it could happen. I mean, we're staying like 40 minutes away from here, so at least inside you won't have to be that far away. So, I definitely think that Sacramento will definitely get an All-Star game. It won't be this cold.
Hey, De'Aaron.
It'll make it a little bit better.
De'Aaron, what's the most memorable bucket of your career?
Most memorable bucket of my career, probably the Orlando game winner this year. I mean, I've made a lot of big shots, I feel like, throughout my career, and even just through this season alone, but I think that one, just the way that it happened, is definitely probably the most memorable one for me, at least.
Hey,
This media day circus where people asking their favorite animal and all these questions, is that part of the fun or is that part of the grind?
No, that's part of the fun, man. You pretty much know that it's going to happen, so you really just have fun with it, and then just having someone like Trey come up here and ask a question about the dunk contest that he's in. You know that those type of things are going to come up, so I think it's all fun and games for us.
Hey, De'Aaron, can you...
I've actually looked at film of him, and it's funny because I tell Keegan this a lot, and I'm like, Keegan, if we want to win the championship at some point, either you're going to be one of those guys, you're going to find one of those guys because at the end of the day, I think a lot of it's an extremely like wing-based league. Where most of the time, the better teams have one of the better wings in the league. So being able to see someone like him play and what he's done in the Euro League is crazy. It's just how efficient that he's playing. Obviously, we would love for him to come over and just add to our team. I feel like you can never have a team that's too deep.
Hey, Darren, if
I think he would be a great fit. I've seen where he doesn't dribble a lot. He's a guy who can play out of the short, out of the mid post. He shoots the ball extremely well. For one, if you can shoot the ball well in this league, there's a spot for you. Some team, there's going to be, especially where you're 6'7", 6'8", you can shoot the ball. There are a lot of spots where you can see it.
Darren, if you had
Jakovic also played in Greece. You had to do the front office. What advice Peja gave you?
Oh man, one is just continue to be patient and continue to try to grow your game. Like I said, when you're one of those guys that can shoot the ball, you probably don't have to be super athletic. You don't have to be super fast. Like I said, there's always going to be a spot for you because you can shoot over people. People aren't just blocking your shot. And two, you could be a spot-up shooter to where you're playing off of a player that's really good. So it's just shooting is always going to be a part of it.
Darren, if you had to start, bench, cut your phone, laptop, and video game console, what do you
Say
go
again?
with? Start, bench, cut your phone, laptop, and video game console.
Video game console is getting cut because I don't play on a video game console.
At all?
At all. I play on a PC, so.
Oh, okay, that counts.
Yeah. So
What's the last?
I would say start my PC, bench my phone, cut whatever console you want, whatever console you want to pick.
What are you playing right now?
I'm playing Hogwarts a lot.
You like it?
I love it, actually. Yeah, I love it.
Darren, you guys had a lot of rebuilding years, and you guys are kind of now seeing the fruit of that. How tough was it, like maybe going 3, 4, 5 years to kind of keep seeing that light at the end of the tunnel and keep working hard and kind of compete?
And I think it was a lot because you can have a good game and then you're going home and you're probably lost. So it's like that game didn't even matter. So for me, it was always just staying patient, just knowing that at some point it was going to turn around. And I think our front office has done a great job of what they built in the city so far.
For
Hey,
you
Darren.
to come here and you come in here and all the other teams, all the people here are talking about the Kings again and the prosperity of something that can be really, really good and bright future and obviously being one of the storylines in the league in this whole season. What's that kind of feeling?
I think it's exciting, but for us, or for me personally, I want it to just be like a staple. I want it to be something that's not surprising. I'm just used to seeing people talk about the Kings. So it's great that it's happening for the first time, but we want to do something. We want this to be consistent.
Hey, Darren, can you give me your thoughts on Tyrese becoming an All-Star this year?
Yeah, man. I think pretty much everybody knew that he would be a guy that could average 20 and 10.
Yeah.
He's doing that. He's leading them. They were a really good team before he got injured. But I think that this is something that was pretty much expected. We knew that what he could do with his own team. And I think it's worked out for the best for everyone. I look up there, it's Domas sitting right there.
Yeah.
It's worked out for the best.
Have you thought about the idea that you guys could potentially be taking the court as teammates again?
Not necessarily. I think it's funny because whenever it happened with like Katie and Russ, like it was a big deal with LeBron and Kai when it happened. I don't think us players are like looking because we're teammates on the court, but like we're not playing like a serious game, so like you're not really thinking about it like that.
Darren,
If you could change one thing about the league, what do you think would make it better? Like, what would you tweak? And then
I don't know. Just because I think like a lot of people talk about like the 82 games, but 82 games has been played for so long. I don't think that should be tweaked because now you got to tweak rule books and all this other record books and all these other things. Truly, I don't know what I would tweak. I really don't, man. I'm a player. I just go out there and play. Try to play as many games as I can. I think I missed 5 games this year, so let's hope I don't miss any more.
Darren, you could disguise yourself as a high school student. How many points would you drop in a JV game?
Yeah, JV game, bro. You know, it's funny. I never played a JV game, so. Right now, like my 25-year-old self.
It's like a YouTube video. Disguise yourself.
It's funny because people do that. It's like, I'm definitely getting at least 8. And if we're in California, there's a shot. Like in Texas, there was no shot clock. So in California, there's a shot clock. I definitely would at least 8.
Darren?
You guys obviously having a great season. You're at the top of the West. It seems like top to bottom, it's as wide open as maybe it's ever been. Do you agree with that? And
Say it again.
the West feels like it's as open top to bottom as it's ever been. You've got teams like the Warriors, Lakers fighting to get in the play-in tournament. top to bottom just seems really deep. You feel like you guys have a chance to get pretty far to something special, and do you think it's as wide open as it's ever been?
Yeah, I definitely do. Obviously, with like the moves that teams made at the deadline, that. But for us, man, I think we try to continue to work on ourselves, worry about ourselves. Offensively, we know what we can do, but if we can, just try to string it together defensively, I think that we can definitely do something special. Mike, every other game, is like, man, I didn't come here to coach to lose in the first round of the playoffs. So he's instilling that type of confidence in us, and we feel like we can go out and win every game that we step foot on the court.
And how much has that kind of mindset permeated through you guys from the start of the year?
It's definitely been big. I mean, we lost our first 4 games of the season, so just knowing how quickly things turn around, especially when you're playing the right way, I think is big for us. Mike he knows, it's like regular season is what it is. He's here to coach the playoffs and win championships. I feel like he's instilling that in us. And just the way that we played offensively, it's like, man, it's funny. He brought the last 20 championship teams. We showed offensive rating, defensive rating. I think for the most part, outside of maybe 4 or 5 teams in the last 20 years, have been in the top 10 in defense. So we know what we need to do to be successful.
There, Chinese Tencent fans give you a nickname like King of the Speed. So because of your speediness, aggressiveness, attacking the basket on the court, what do you think about it?
I think it's good. I think for me, like, obviously I'm fast, but I think a big part of it is like the pace that I play at, being able to change speeds, just being able to go from 100 to 50, down to 20, back to 100. I think that's definitely great. I think it's a great nickname.
Darren, when you think about those tough years when you didn't think this was possible, did it start to affect like the way you carried yourself, or the way you played, or the way you thought of the team?
I definitely think just the way that I played, and just like during the season, I feel like it affected. Like all season, I didn't think about it at all. But during the season, it definitely kind of affects you. It's like having a bad day at work. It probably affects the rest of your week and the rest of your day. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely would affect my day.
And does it feel like now there's a little rejuvenation?
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely a lot happier. You enjoy yourself a lot more. Like, I mean, obviously, people are going to be like, well, you make this much money, you make that much money. At the end of the day, if you have a bad day at work, it's going to affect your day. So, yeah. I've enjoyed the time that we've had so far, but like I said, man, it's a lot more work to be done.
Darren, LeBron was pretty established by the time you had gotten. I mean, he was very established by the time you got in the league. Was there something though when you competed against him the first few times that really stood out to you? That you had to sort of see to really understand.
Man, first I played him. I'm trying to think. I played against him my rookie year in Cleveland. I didn't play when they came to Sac. It's just the way that he sees the game, how hard he throws the ball. Just everything about him physically that year. Like my first time playing against him was like he's on a different level than everybody else that's on the court right now. So just the way that he saw the game and just how physically dominant he was that year was just crazy.
You said like there's like more speed on his passes, like the velocity of it is what like.
If you're not ready for a pass, you might break your finger. So like if you're a second late and you're not getting your hand up, like the ball is just zipping right past your hand, right past your head. So yeah, just the way that just the way that he saw the floor, just the way that he was he put everything on a ball, just knowing that only his teammate would be able to catch it.
A few more guys.
Man, I play with 3 guys that are in the contest. I think the 3-point contest at this point, like in time, is probably the most exciting contest that happens on Saturday night. So I think Kev has a great chance of winning. Obviously, you got guys like Buddy and Tyrese who are excellent shooters, and they don't use a lot of energy when they shoot the ball. So I think it's going to be interesting. Like just in the league and not an underrated player in the league. I feel like it's a lot of guys. I would say someone like DeJounte Murray. I mean, he was an all-star last year, but everybody doesn't see just the impact that he makes on the game. As a defender, as a guard, who can rebound, as someone who's not necessarily a three-point shooter, but still shoots a good percentage from the three-point line. Someone who can do the basket, gets his teammates the ball, really good mid-range shooter. He's a high percentage free throw shooter. He's just a very efficient player while also being a great defender. So I think it's
Has there been a real special interaction or moment for you so far?
So far here, I haven't done a lot of these yet. So not really.
Yeah, we're not to see you. Do you know how to say Fox?
I don't know.
Raposa.
Raposa?
Did you say Soa?
Soa Raposa?
What is that?
I'm gonna get Nimi to teach me how to speak Portuguese. Nimi and LB, we're gonna teach me how to speak Portuguese.
Last one, guys.
I've heard about. I've seen like videos on like YouTube and like Instagram of it. No, that's a lot for me, man. That's a lot for me. But like for them, and it's funny because like when I first met Leandro Barbosa. When I first met Leandro Barbosa, I'm like, is he always like this? I'm like, I truly thought he did it. Like, truly told. And I asked HB because he was with me on stage. He's like, is this the first Brazilian that you met? And I'm like, yes. He's like, that's how they are. He's just like high energy, high spirit every day. Like, and I'm like, I wonder what it was like playing against him. Because when I say like, whenever we're going against the coaches, LB is moving fast. When I say fast, like he's moving. So I'm like, I couldn't imagine what it was like playing against a 25, 26-year-old Leandro Barbosa. Oh man,
Last one in the front. Yeah. We gotta go, man.
It's funny because it is fun to see Portugal. They go crazy for Nimi. They go crazy for Nimi under every single. If Nimi's in the post, it's gonna have 1,000 comments on it. So I mean, they ride for their own, they ride for their country, and it's definitely a great thing to see.
Last one in the front.
Yeah,
Hey.
Nimi is going to play tomorrow in G League on Sunday. How do you see him as a player in this future in the league?
I think he has a lot of room to grow. I think he's very raw right now, but I mean he's extremely athletic, big hands. I think once he learns the game and learns pretty much how to play, I think he's going to do good. Because I think he has the skill, and I think he has the athleticism to play the league. Once he learns that, and it's funny because Rico Hines used to call him a process junior, like Embiid. So once he really learns the game, I think he's going to be really good.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
Why you cut your hair off?
Bro, pandemic. I was laying on my head. I was laying on my back all the time, and it was real flat. So I was like, man, it's time to cut it. Plus, I'm like, I'll get waves and shit. So yeah.
Thank you, guys.